Not really. I mean, I have, of course, I organize my records a little bit like after genres, if you could say so. But this is just like actually more to find records quicker, and no, and then maybe I have like when I try like before my DJ sets to to get on stage a bit earlier, just check the vibes, or I get some thoughts maybe what I start with, but I try to develop it like on the fly and see how people react and what they like. Yeah, I definitely think that the music that I play is very accessible. Yeah.
Are you a big dancer yourself?
No, not at all. Yeah, yeah, I know. It's a bit weird. Like once in a while, I also thought about, okay, why is it you never dance yourself, but you like to make people dance? And yeah, I mean, of course, it starts with the fact that I just like dance music, and the further concept that people actually dance to it is, it's actually more like in the first place secondary for me, because it's more like the rhythmic repetitive structure that is appealing for me to just consume the music myself. And like as a second step, it is presenting music, and actually that doesn't necessarily have to be dance music. It's more like sharing the music that you love with other people, and of course if you do that, then it's kind of rewarding and it makes you happy if people share like this passion, or like share that they like the same tracks, and that you get a when you see people going mad for a track that you like, or even more that you possibly produced yourself, it's sort of a special reward and just a nice feeling to share the music. It's like sitting around with just friends at home in a living room, and if you just can share the music with him, it's a special social event, and it's maybe more like a festival is pretty demanding, like for the promoters, and like a good festival of course has everything, maybe like a special location, of course absolutely mandatory is a good sound system. That applies for a club situation as well, but of course this is the crucial and the most important thing. I mean, I like if people dare to do things. I mean, there are a lot of festivals out there. I'm not really following it that much, but I just from what I can see is there are a lot of festivals. They kind of have always the same name, and apparently that also works. But of course, that's maybe not necessarily what I understood is like an interesting thing, and especially festivals maybe more than just a club situation where people just like at the end of the week want to go out and just dance and want to exactly have that. Festivals are a bit more open to present people. I really don't like the word to educate people, but maybe just to introduce something that they usually wouldn't hear, but due to the lineup, they are more or less like necessarily confronted with it, and by that they maybe discover something that is new to them. So this is maybe like an interesting aspect. I mean, my experiences with festivals are maybe not. I don't have like that much experience with festivals, but I think I've never been like to really like a big festival, or somewhere like big in terms of maybe like more than 5,000 people. So I mean, as always, there are pros and cons. Like I said, like a festival is maybe if you're like it's not really for me comparable to a club situation. Like a festival, I feel people maybe dedicate themselves more to the music. I mean, it starts that the prices to go to a festival is usually much more expensive than just going to a club. So the chance that you have a lot of random people at a festival, maybe a bit lower. So I really would not like to generalize that, but maybe you could say that at festivals people are maybe a bit more there for the music, just the music, and maybe know what to expect, or are more open to certain things that happen there.